Hey folks, Rob back with the fifth part of my little playthrough, sort of mini play of Elite. Where I've been, it's been about a month since I did part 4, and before I unpause, I'll just sort of quickly recap where I've been. Since I did that episode, I was basically doing a lot more exploring and earning money. Did a few more ship upgrades. I now have, as you can sort of tell from the, if you know Elite, if you don't know Elite, what I've got upgraded is military lasers on the front and rear, which has been really handy when battling pirates. I also managed to clear the Trumbull population. I didn't intend to. I'd actually wanted to show. The what happens when they get critical. I didn't get to show that last episode. But essentially, when they get really high numbers, you'll find you can't carry cargo, and you'll also find that they actually start coming on the screen. I will put a quick flash of a screen I did take while I was playing when it did happen, and that got really tricky as you're battling pirates and you can't actually see them on the radar because they might hover in front of the radar or your targeting reticle. Besides that, I've really just been growing a bit of a nest egg. We'll see when I continue after this, but so that's where we've been. So let's unpack. Unpause. Let's fly into dock. And here we are. Oh, message time. Ooh, nice. Looks like we're up to something big now. I mean, they wouldn't sending me a message and showing me a spinny spaceship for nothing. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, don't mind my weird commander name. If you don't know Commodore DOS, that was me just overriding my commander on my save, one of my rotating commander slots. All right. So Her Majesty Space Navy is asking for me to do a job. Constrictor, new shield generator. Of course, it's been stolen. Here and Reese dice. Should you choose to accept it, is to seek and destroy the ship. Well, I hope after I close this message it won't blow up in my face in 5 seconds. Okay, military lasers. Luckily, I have those already fitted. And of course, it's got ECM, so no missiles. Wow, we've been tasked with a bit of a hunt and seek and destroy mission. So at this point, I'm going to cut over and I'm going to spare the journey to Reese dice. If we look at the map, well, before I do actually look at the map, we can see we're about, from where we are in Quatiri, we're about a 44 light year journey. That means you're looking at least 7 or 8 jumps. So I will spare you that, and I'll come back in the Reese dice station, ready to start hunting this ship down. Okay, and here we are. I've spared you, as I said, I spared you the journey, and here we are at Reese dice. I'm going to just quickly refuel my systems and weapon missiles. It was actually quite a bit of a brutal pirate battle to make it here, but we're all loaded. So the first thing we have to do is we need to work out where to go next. Now, if we look at all systems that are within our range, there's no really clues there. So let's maybe see if the planetary info gives us anything. And here it is. A strange-looking ship left here a while back, looked bound for RX. That's obviously where we need to go. We can see it's just inside our hyperspace range. So I'm going to lock a course for that. And jump. So let's do the hyperspace jump. And here we are. I'm going to spare you the flight, so I'll probably just put this into high-speed editing into compressed time and warp mode in Vice. I will see you when I've landed. Hopefully the trail is still warm. Okay, welcome to RX. Alright, we've got a refuel, so let's do that first. Refuel. While we're here, I can't remember. Cool, I've still got my energy bomb. Alright, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the system info. Hopefully we can get a bit of a lead on where the next step of the trail is. Okay, Yep, an unusual new ship had a galactic hyperdrive fitted here, and used it. Oh, we've got one of those as well. So obviously, this is time for a big monumentous occasion. We're going to jump to Galaxy 2. Now, I've never been to Galaxy 2 before, so this is going to be interesting. So here we are. Now inside Galaxy 2. The first thing we need to look at is there's like 11 systems we need to check out. Why? Because one of those systems may be where he's waiting. But first off, I think it's better if we go straight to the station here on Aurora and see if there's a lead there. Okay, first thing we want to do is refuel. Of course, we've got full fuel anyway. Okay, Aurora is a dull place. That means they're not here. So, I reckon we start I reckon I'm going to start a sweep through all these worlds and see where we end up. I will cut to when I actually find the right planet. I will save having to do all the necessary jumps. So I'll catch you in a bit. Boom. After a whole bunch of crazy flying, I finally managed to get the lead. It's a little system CSO. If we have a look on the map, we have a look on the map. We came to Aurora, and a lot of this was actually quite a heavy attempt. This took me several shots to actually track it down. But there we go. So if we go back to system description, Arius. So let's refuel and see how far away that is. EWRUS. Alright. So we've got a bit of a job to go. So what I'm going to, obviously, I think at this point, I'm going to make my way there and I will catch up once I arrive there. At this point, yeah, there's a lot of jumping. I don't think you want to see all the boring intermission. So I'll cut. I'll see you there. And another series of jumps later, and now I have Arius locked in. So I'm going to launch, make the jump, and who knows what we're going to find. So launch, let's kick into hyperspace. Alright. So, I don't know here if we're going to either find the next lead, or if we're going to find the constrictor itself. So let's see what happens. Got a ship incoming. I'm going to lock a missile to start with because I'm impatient. It's one thing I've learned about this run is I got rather impatient. Why? Because I would sit there and find myself merrily blasting away and having to run through multiple groups of pirates just to get to the station to refuel. As much as I like using fuel scoops, it felt a little riskier. Yeah, you're in space a lot more. You've got to deal with the cabin temperature. Here, I just wanted to try and get to Arius as fast as I could. Hence why I did my old planetary docking. So, I think we'll be on the trail here. I wondered if arriving in this system we were going to see the constrictor, but so far it doesn't look to be the case. So let's dock, and I'm sure that docking I can refuel, reload missiles, and it should tell me where the next system is. It's definitely a bit of a wild goose chase, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens when we actually do find the constrictor. Alright, so now we're in. I'm going to refuel, rearm. I'm going to look at the system map. I'm going to see where it tells us. This peculiar ship de-hyped here from nowhere. Sun skimmed and jumped. I hear it went to imbibe. Okay. Obviously, using the old fuel scoops. So let's have a look. Imbibe. Okay. I'm not sure where that is on the map, so let's have a look. I just came from there. I came from that way. Okay. No worries. Well, it's back to Anusa, which is where I came from. If you recall, that's where I came from in order to follow this leg. So let's launch. Let's launch. Oh, that's hilarious. Came back right where I came from. Oh well. Okay. It's turning into a bit of a wild goose chase, isn't it? All right. So let's just hope we don't have to fight everyone. Yeah. So I mean, look. Let's do the docking here. Hopefully the trail's gonna run out soon and we're gonna find this ship. Because it feels weird to be going back and forth around systems again. But hey, I think that's the name of the quest. I mean, in some regards, I shouldn't be that surprised because it was such a long, it was about 40 odd light years from where I entered this galaxy. Yeah, it's just basically, at least from what I understand with Elite here, when you use the galactic hyperdrive, you'll always end up in the same system for that like a particular entry system. I believe in other later ports of Elite, that's not the case. I mean, maybe even, but at least that's what I've understood from reading online. But yeah, this C64 version and some of the other early ones, you will, and of course the Acorn versions, you will always arrive in the same system in a particular galaxy. So I presume that means if you walk back to Galaxy 1, you'll end up at Lave. I know I feel tricked for letting the docking computers handle it. But let's be honest. When it comes to needing... Alright, all missiles good. Okay. 5. Oh! Alright. Every corporate site, that's safe. Well, we've got to come in and do a refuel. But almost there now. Huzzah, almost there. So let's do our run again. I mean, I am thinking, I've been reading up, on the other, I mean, there's one more secret mission after this, but reading up on it, I don't think it's going to be as much fun to play through, and record. So I was also thinking, maybe this might be the last one in the series, just because it's a sort of a nice finale, we end with a bang. But again, this is, I'd love to hear what, you who are watching this think. Should I continue with that one? Because it would probably be a very long time before I could actually get around to filming a part 6 if I was going to do it. Just because some of the other plans I have for videos for the next couple of months are pretty filled up. It's just an artifact of what I've been doing. What I plan to do with the channel, among other things, but we'll see. Now here we go, imbibe. I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce that system, but we'll see. The question is, are we going to find a constrictor here, or are we going to find another breadcrumb on the trail? Well, we've got a ship. This isn't a ship. There is a ship on the side. They haven't started firing yet. Let's have a look. Oh, it looks like a Cobra. Okay. Looks like a Cobra. I don't think that's a threat. And of course, as I mentioned if I didn't mention it earlier, there was something I read where ideally you want to keep your speed up as you approach docking because you can actually, oh good, there is an energy bomb. But if you keep your speed up when you're approaching the station, it actually seems to be a little easier. You can probably survive a bit more. Anyway, we've refueled and rearmed. Elsa, I just didn't even scratch the horse. I love the the description here is using the procedural generation that the planet description use, and I'm just loving this one. Anyway, so Elsa. Okay, let's go to the map. Let's go to the long map. All right, we're just northwest. So, Dixie's first. Anarchy. Oh golly. That's not good. Well, folks. We entered Anarchy, so... Missiles it is. No! I'm gone. I'm a goner. Arg. Alright. Alright. I think at this point, it's probably worth me making it to Alsar and then seeing what happens. Hopefully the trail settles down. I will cut to Alsar, and hopefully it won't take too long. Alright. Well, I made it to Alsar after a number of attempts. Anarchies are fun to fight through. And there wasn't a constrictor here. But we've got the next lead. Uzleri, which, let's look at our local chart, is actually just within fuel range. And if we look at the stats on it, it looks like it's a nice clear system. So let's dive in, launch, jump over there, and hopefully we'll be another step closer to this rogue. Okay. Okay. Alright. 3. Get an energy bomb while I get the chance. Let's have a look at what. Only the deadly blackguard, if you like. He's at Aurora. No. Okay. Huh. Alright. Very young democracy. Alright, that's another leg. Aurora. And it said he's at Aurora. Fingers crossed that actually means confrontation time. So we've made it here. We've made it to Aurora. Let's see how we go. All right. Let's see what the description says. There's a real rogue pirate out there. That to me sounds like we just need to hang around. All right. Now time to hunt that pirate down. Now, from what I understand, we need to leave. We need to go far out into deep space in the system. So that's a case of just getting ourselves going and just getting as far away as we can. So it's going to be a bit of an interesting flight. I mean, the first question is, how do we know we actually find the constrictor? Well, shield recognition. there he is. That is the Constrictor. You see he's done a whole bunch of damage to me already, which will recover. The first thing is, if you remember from the briefing, the Constrictor is basically invulnerable to missiles. It's got a fairly powerful ECM on board, much like I have for targeting missiles. So the same trick. And I did actually do this fight once before, and it was I basically lost all my missiles. He also seems to be rather tough, and even the energy bomb can't help. So it's a case of just getting in there, going guns blazing, and just punch to oblivion. Yeah, I was thinking the fight might be a little more creative, but hey. We just keep our laser at reasonably cool. Just keep the speed going back to line up. Come on. Ooh, nice. The only downside is I really wish you could have a bit more sort of damage characteristics. But hey, can't do much about that. Alright, he's trying to snake away. Let's line up. Alright, my laser's starting to heat up a bit, so I should probably be careful a bit. Alright. Yeah. It's almost a giant battle of attrition. Yeah, I'm just sort of going through power. And I'm sure that this Constrictor isn't limited to 4 missiles. Ah, boy. Come on. I'm gonna be careful because it's gonna sap all my energy away soon. You're telling me I had to. I wasn't in a position of dogfighting the Constrictor and these other enemies, so energy bomb for the win. Let's see. And of course, we get a customary slowdown because of the. And the Constrictor's down! Ooh, there's cargo. So, that's actually our first mission complete. And we swipe some textiles. That Constrictor is down. And with that, I think it's prime opportunity to retreat and return to the station and see what Her Majesty's Imperial Space Navy has to say. And we're back. So, ooh, message. This has to be our congratulations. There will always be a place for you in the Space Navy, and maybe sooner than you think. Okay, wow. Huh, well, there we go. Take a look at that. We've got about, was it about 5,000 credits, which is a good bit of reward. For enough of what we've been doing. And we've also been promoted to Dangerous. That's actually a really cool outcome. So that really there puts us at the end of this first of the missions. Now, it's something I think I mentioned earlier. To get to the second mission is quite a bit of work, and combining with the rest of the plans that I have for the channel, I'm thinking I might call this series an end here. I'd love to see what people think. So if you've made it this far, please do leave a comment and tell if you do want to see me play that second of the secret missions. Otherwise, I will probably be doing something at some point to sort of see which game people would like me to check out next in this sort of longer multi-part play rather than just a single episode thing. Thanks again for watching. It's been a good series actually doing this, regardless whether I do continue or not. Been really good to enjoy playing through Elite, especially with the run up to Elite Dangerous later this year. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for subscribing. Please click the thumbs up if you dug it. Again, subscribe if you've not already if you want to see more gameplays. I look forward to bringing you another game shortly.